Hey Junior, how's it going? Oh, nice, we got a pearl today. We'll be picking that up. I'm going to be launching or making a Discord server soon for a couple of reasons. One, my channel's getting membership, so it'll be like a perk of the membership. You'll get like a special role in the Discord. Anyone wants to join that. And then also with co-op farming coming up, I feel like it'll be helpful to organize different things. So we'll see how that goes. Did that one not get mined? There we go. Okay, so we're just looking for this one now. And this, I guess, but... yeah, I'll make a whole video about it. Announcing it once it releases. Oops, did not mean to click there. Okay. Could be here. Could be here. No. Could be here. Could be here. Annoying. Technically be here. Could be here. Can't be here. Could be here depending on where these bottles are. Bottles are here. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. It could... no, it can't be there, never mind. No, no, no. Could be here. Because that's there. No, no. 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 No, no, no. No, no, no. No. No, no. Okay, so it's like either here or here. What? Did I miss something? Must have. That's annoying. I have to like start over. Okay. It's none of those spots. No. Oh wait, it could be here. I got 2 pearls yesterday, one in the search and one in the treasure. Nice. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of pearls. A lot of coins. Let's get the music back. What is Grubnut Gambit asking for? Fried calamari. Not doing that one. 2,500 points. That's like 2 radishes and a parsnip or something. Ah. Chicken got me. Okay, let's just get the kale. Ah. It's giving me a lot of issues today. Okay, I'm gonna go a different direction. That direction's not working. Yeah, there's that one apparently. I'll read what you said after I get this damn kale. Oh my god. Okay, different direction. Okay, I'm just gonna start over. Okay, why aren't you buying marks to boost? Why aren't I buying emblems? I'm at the max rank of emblems. Do you think Obsidian will keep dropping in price? I'm planning to expand into Volcano to profit more with Obsidian. I think as more people get into Volcano Island, the price will continue to drop, yeah. Because it only takes about 20 flour to mine Obsidian, but you get like 80 or 90 flour from it. So people are just going to keep expanding to profit off of it. So either people will do it just to like stop having to buy it, so that means there will be less supply or less demand, or people will also sell it, which means there's also more supply. Yeah, that one was going so well. But yeah, I think prices are going to continue to drop just because the profit margins are so wide on it. Oh my. Wow, this is the hardest time I've had with this game in like months. A wall of them right there. What is happening? Okay, this is just ridiculous. There we go. Finally. That was rough. Okay. I'm gonna mute the game for this one. But yeah, if you look at the historical prices of Obsidian since it was released, the prices have just continued to drop. They increased the materials required to mine Obsidian, but before it was like 10 flour on average, now it's like 20. So like they doubled it essentially, but it's still incredibly cheap compared to how much it's selling for. There will definitely be a point at which people stop selling it. Like if I don't know what the number is, but like if it drops to like 40 or 50 flour, then a lot of people will probably stop selling it. They just probably won't think it's worth it, and they'll just keep it for themselves. But we're like quite a ways away from that, I think. And then on top of that, like, there's other incentives to upgrade to desert or to volcano, sorry, in the reduced tax. So yeah, I think it's just gonna keep on going down in price until we hit a certain number. I don't know what that number is, but I mean, it kind of stopped. Like, it was like 300 the first week of the chapter. And then it's continued to like go down. But it's basically stopped at like 80 to 90. It's possible that this is, I don't know. I just don't think this is the bottom. I think it will go lower. It just might drop slowly. Okay, done that. Now the mine game. What are the top scores in this game? I saw Vitok had like 18,000. Okay, there's no way someone actually has 50,000. That has to be a bug. What score do I even need? 2,500? Yeah, I can go today. Ah. Oh, I didn't see what score I got. I hit confirm, like, I don't know, I could go watch the VOD back. I don't know. Expanding to Volcano kind of expensive, but the ROI is much faster with Obsidian. Maybe in the future there will be more use case for the Obsidian. Yeah, I'm sure they will add more stuff for Obsidian. If not, just like when they add another island, then we'll need Obsidian again. Oi, help me decide, should I buy giant yam or should I buy flower boxes for Geneseed? Okay, so someone actually asked this last week, and I think the answer is to buy the bronze love boxes. Oh, okay, wait. Do you have VIP? I think the answer is buy the bronze love boxes if you have VIP. If you don't, I would probably go with the yam, because VIP doubles how much flour you get from the love boxes, or no, the flower boxes, sorry, this chapter. That's like one of the VIP perks. Okay, yeah. So I had done the math. See if I can pull it up. From Zico as image. Okay, so it was this. So I did this math. It's just the price you get, the amount of flour you get, and the odds. So if you have access to the gold flour box, get the gold flour box, but it's not worth like unlocking this tier just for the gold flour box. The bronze one is actually better than the silver one on average. The expected value, this is the average tickets per flour. I think that's what this is. Anyways, this number here, the one on the bottom right, this is the higher the number, the better. So the bronze one is actually better than the silver one, considering the odds and considering what you get. So you can get 8 of the bronze ones, or you can get the giant yam. And the expected value on the bronze load boxes is almost 29 flour. So if you get 8 times 29, it's just over 200. And my guess is the giant yam will be worth somewhere between 200 to 300 flour. But then you also have to pay the tax on it when you sell it. So my guess, because like the way I'm valuing the giant yam is similar to Freya Fox. Where's Freya? Freya. So Freya Fox is 275 flour, and there's 499 of them. My guess is there will be more giant yams than Freya Foxes, and they essentially give the same boost. They both give 0.5 boost to a basic crop. So my guess is it's going to be similar to this price, but probably a bit lower, because there's more uses for pumpkins than there are for yams. So my guess is going to be a bit cheaper than this. And my guess is the supply is also going to be a bit higher, so overall I think it's going to be cheaper than this. My SFL Telegram is up. Let's see what I get. Okay, so I have the Raven's Secret quest. Raven's Secret. So this one, you have to guess Blacksmith's Daughter. And you get 100 coins and 5 gems. Nice. What's my guess for how much the syringe is going to cost? I have no idea. The syringe is going to essentially come down to the supply. And it's going to be entirely dependent on the supply, so I have no idea. It could be anywhere from like $300 to like $1,000 depending on the supply. If the supply is high, then it is going to be cheaper. If the supply is low, it's going to be super expensive. But there is already a supply of them. Stella, there's already 47, so this is probably going to like hit at least 100. So I don't know. Yeah, it's probably going to be like a few $100, $400 or $500, something like that. So what am I checking here? I'm checking the kitchen. So 244283. Okay, 10, 20, 40. Okay, that's done. Okay, let's see. What else? What Sandrill functions? Sandrill is just in the desert. Instead of mining like one spot, it mines 2 by 2. Extra flour weekly. I'm not sure what you mean by extra flour weekly. Oh, yeah, getting the bronze love boxes, yeah. Giant Kale is the GOAT this season, plus 2 Kale is crazy. Giant Kale won't be worth nearly as much as the syringe will be worth more than the Giant Kale. Anything that like lets you do something for free in the game, people just love. People love it. It's a love-hate thing. Some people love it because it's just so strong and it just makes things free. And then like people hate it because sort of messes with the economy. Oh, got my luxury key. Nice. Are this flower? The flower. I don't think the flower boxes are only for this chapter. But if you have VIP, where's VIP? VIP in this chapter you get where is it? 2x VIP 2x flower box rewards. So that will only be for this chapter. And the reason why I say I don't think it's only for this chapter is because that exists. Like, why would they have 2x flower rewards for this chapter if they're going away? But who knows? Kale omelet. Is kale omelet good? No, it is not. Gordo. We'll do the cauliflower burger. But with kale, you could be going for the animal skill, the one that makes advanced speed cost kale. No, that skill is terrible. Like, if you look at the market prices, like using 3 kale is going to be more expensive than using 1 wheat, 1 barley, and 1 corn. And then also it's something that just uses 2 skill points. And the other thing is like mixed grain. Like, no one even uses mixed grain. You should just be using gems instead, anyways. Like, it might be the worst skill in the game. Like, it's worse than doing nothing. If it made it take like 2 kale instead of the 3 things, then it might be okay. But the fact that it uses 3 kale is just like strictly worse than just not having it. Is the chapter tickets are in a cycle? Every chapter is a new set of tickets, so they won't be usable after this chapter. I'd rather buy ingredients than use a skill. Yeah, like you could just, yeah, like the reason why here, like let me look at Tourist Farm. So the reason why the +2 kale isn't amazing is because A, you have to plant kale, and B, the top players look at his boost. They're making like somewhere between like 9 to 12 crops per. So like increasing that by 2 isn't a huge deal, but like making something free is a huge deal, or like increasing the speed at which you get stuff is a huge deal. Analyze my village 133151. Sure. Whoops. Sir, what's the goblin market for in the retreat? It doesn't do anything anymore. You used to be able to sell crops to it for SFL, like the old token, but they got rid of it. It used to like create like a floor for resource prices, but they got rid of it, so it doesn't do anything anymore. So you're on Desert Island. Why don't you have your red pepper onesie equipped? Or your corn onesie equipped? These characters don't even have onesies on. Hey, like you don't have 3 of your onesies on, but like this is the only character with a onesie on. Let's see your skills. Actually, let's go see what boosts you have. Okay, so you have some. Your farm is pretty expensive, getting up there in price. You have the barn blueprint? Do you have Okay, your cows are profitable up to a certain point. What's your skills? You're going for like an advanced crop play. Going for tomatoes and lemons. The skill doesn't really do much, but I'm guessing you got it just to unlock this. Three skills are good. Yeah, so you're definitely going in cow on a cow play. If you need coins, Bountiful Bounties is like a lot of coins every week. I really like this skill. And you're only mining stone, huh? You aren't mining iron? I don't know if stone's worth doing that for, but I guess that works. You could not have this skill and like take this skill instead or this skill. Because I'm guessing you just like aren't mining your iron if you don't have Ferris Favor. Good. Okay, so this skill isn't good. Like I have this skill, but okay, so Bee Collective is very good because the default chance is 10%, so this makes it 30. So you'll get like a Bee Swarm almost every day, but this does almost nothing without Bee Collective. Um, I would take this instead. Yeah, Pollen Power Up does not do that much. It's barely noticeable. Bee Collective is super good. Pollen Power Up is not that great. Um, this is fine depending on your sleep schedule. I, I wouldn't be up oftentimes for that to even do anything, but this skill is nice, but doesn't do that much. Are you speeding up your composters a lot? I don't have this skill, but it's fine, I guess. I'm not sure what you wanted me to look at exactly. You have two Christmas trees. I have two festive trees. It's not the same thing. These are not the same thing as Christmas trees. These are the shitty ones that don't do anything. The skill tree is all over the place. I mean, he has a lot of good skills. Like, yeah, I mean, he has a lot of good skills. There's a few other ones I would take, like in mining. I I would like personally I would go for iron instead of stone, but that's fine. Some of the flower skills I would change. I don't know. These are pretty good skills. You got the rapid root skill. I'm not sure exactly what you wanted me to look at, but your skills are pretty good. I'm going to look at the testnet farm now for a minute. It loads. Okay. Um, grab the free restock. Make some tools. We're hoping to get some gold from these sunflowers. Yo, Sonic. What's the testnet farm for? Just to experience, to get the new player experience, because I haven't done it in so long. Can I level up is the question. I think I'm like close. We'll try it. Not that it really matters. I'm not really like, I won't grab any skills, but I'm like super close. Wow, how close am I? 30 experience away. I don't want to eat that. I'll just make some like rhubarb tarts. Come on, gold. Um, okay, what are my daily deliveries? I'm not doing that. Crazy. I might do that. I'm not doing this either because I need my sunflowers. Okay, I'm gonna go turn in that wood delivery. What did what's her face want? Not doing this one either. Is she gonna give me a new one? There we go. Oh, I'm not doing that either. Okay, let's plant some rhubarb. Am I waiting for anything over here? Not really. Oh, I think I could refresh here for my Telegram rewards. I never did that. Oh, wait, I guess I did do that. Last week before the ticket auctions. Anyone going for anything in the ticket auctions? A lot of good items this chapter. Choose from. Two more of these, and I should be able to level up. Maybe one more, I think. Two more. Still won't be using a skill. So I'm going for this. Do I think it would be a good idea if the game implements renting, where people rent farms that need a lot of effort? Basic crop farms / trees. Split the profit with the owner. No. No, I think I feel like renting SFTs could be a good option, but I don't feel like, I don't know, that whole like the whole Axie thing where it was like, what were they called, like, I forget what was the term they used for Axies, in Axie. It was it wasn't like sponsor, or what was the word? Anyways, I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but it was kind of a toxic whole thing where it was just like people just like bought Axies and then like sold, like, it's it worked sort of there because you could have multiple Axies, but in this game you're only supposed to have one account. So either you're playing your account or you aren't. Nice, level 10. The problem with renting SFTs is that there needs to be a lot of restrictions and so like the problem would be like I mine my Crimstone with the Crimstone hammer, and then I rent it out, and then you mine it and then I get it back the next day, and then I do it again. So like there needs to be like, it needs to be your Crimstone's like not on cooldown, or sorry, is like waiting to be mined. And then also like there needs to be like some sort of duration on it, minimum time, like, I don't know. You know, like there's just needs to be a lot of rules implemented. That's why it's kind of like hard. Do you think this game can survive another crypto winter? I mean, it already survived one, so I don't really see why not. It's been around since 2021, 2022, something like that. I don't really see why not. The devs just made a shit ton of money off of like the flower token going live. They sold a ton of gems, so I'm sure they're not hurting for money. And pets are going to be coming out soon, and those are probably going to be immensely popular, so I have a lot of criticisms about this game, but there are things that the devs do like very well. I think they keep their costs quite low. They don't have like a huge team. They have like a handful of people working for them. Their economy is pretty stable in the grand scheme of things. Like if you look at the token price of SFL or even Flower, Flower went pretty high when it first launched just because of the deposit and withdrawal. The fact that you could only really deposit, you couldn't really withdraw. So like that was keeping the prices low, or sorry, that was keeping the prices high because people couldn't really sell. But in the grand scheme of things, outside of like that, the token has been pretty stable. Like like I said, the team has never like ballooned up to be a super large team where they're like spending a ton of money. So I'm not really worried about that. I have no idea how much funds or how much runtime the game has without like making additional money, but they're making more money all the time, so I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, so I signed up. I applied for memberships today on my channel. So hopefully that comes soon. Then I can start getting well, I've already sort of started getting the Discord server set up, but I can set up the permissions to like integrate roles and whatnot on Discord. I'll make like a members only channel on Discord. The Discord will be open to everyone, but I'll make like a members only channel. Yeah, I don't know what else I'm gonna do for the memberships and whatnot, but we'll see. I might do like I'll like review people's farms, but like the thing is like I don't even know what I'm reviewing when people say like, can you review my farm? Like I don't really like this person's, for example, like he's asked me to review his farm and like it looks good, but like that's like, he has a lot of cow boosts. I don't know, but there's nothing really like I can't really provide that much feedback other than equip your onesies. Did he do that? Let's update his farm. He did not. Should I need to buy VIP even if I'm at Desert Island already? Is it a must? It gives you a 50% discount on selling on resource taxes. So if you're selling stuff, then it's basically a must. Did they even say that here? No, they don't even say it here because they added it recently. They should probably put that here. But everything here is good. The monthly airdrop is whatever. XP boost is good. The recipe queue is nice. The Stella discount is whatever if you aren't buying the items there. Bonus delivery and chore rewards are good if you're doing any sort of amount of chores or deliveries. The reputation points are nice for... Actually, how does that even work? I mean, you basically need VIP if you're going to be selling stuff on the market. Like, almost mandatory there. Bonus competition points. They haven't had a competition for a couple of chapters, so that's irrelevant. And the flower box thing is nice if you're getting any flower boxes. What type of fruit is best for SFL right now? I assume you mean to like sell for coins and whatnot. Or what do you mean? What do you mean best? Actually, if you mean to like make flour, then it's going to depend on what boosts you have. But the answer is probably either tomatoes or lemons. Is the potion room game worth it? It's worth it if you have the carrot sword. I think that's what it's called, right? It's, yeah, carrot sword. This makes it worth it, but it's still tedious then. For profit? Yeah, okay, so the answer is probably either... And I assume you mean flour profit, not like coin profit. If you mean flour profit, then the answer is probably either tomatoes or lemons, but it's going to depend on what boost you have. Oh, that was my notification for one of my skills. Okay, so this skill. Built your barn today? Nice, congrats. Okay, so now I have to remember to use that skill after my trees are ready. I think the barn will be more profitable as they add more uses for sheep and as they add pigs. What will I build first, crop machine or greenhouse? Honestly, neither of them are very good. You'll be losing money on the greenhouse if you don't have boosts, and crop machine is nice if you don't want to plant your like sunflowers anymore, but neither of them are a high priority. Okay, I have to. These are gonna be ready soon, and then I have to remember to use my skill. Remember to use this skill. Are any of these other ones gonna be ready today? No. So I should upgrade my henhouse first or barn, then build those two. If your henhouse or barn are making money, then sure, upgrade them. Alternatively, just keep expanding, right? Because those are going to all use a ton of resources that could just be used to continue expanding. Okay. Use. Like, questions like that are fine, but I need more context, right? Like, if you have all the cow boosts, then yeah, upgrade your barn, right? So you can get more cows. If you have all the sheep boosts, then you're gonna want more room for sheep. Same thing with chickens. But without like a ton of boosts, like animals aren't super profitable, so it's not necessarily worth it. Or like if you're competing in the chapter race, which I assume you aren't, but like if you were, you would need like a high level barn and hen house and just to complete some of the chores. For example, like there's a chore this week that you have to collect eggs 125 times. So you pretty much need a level 3 hen house to complete that. But if you aren't competing in the chapter race, then that's not really that relevant. Is cow profitable with only skill points? Last I checked, cow was profitable up until like level 9 or something with only skills. But after that, it wasn't. Is it worth getting the 3 scarecrow boost for level 49? Do you mean like the 3 scarecrows here? If so, yeah, because these are pretty cheap. I assume that's what you mean. And like the skills that upgrade the scarecrows, Chonky Scarecrow, Horror Mike, and Lori's gains are all pretty good. Because okay, so like if you do the math here, I'll do the math on one of them. Let's open up a new Excel sheet. Okay, so the basic scarecrow, or not the basic, like the medium, the scarecrow for medium crops, it affects 9 plots, and it gives you a 0.2 boost on each one. So it gives you 1.8 more crops per harvest, which isn't a ton. It'll add up over time, but if you get the upgraded one, that it changes it from 3x3 to 7x7, so it's 49 spots, and it increases it to from 0.2 to 0.3. So it's actually, it goes from 1.8 crops per harvest to 14.7. It's a huge difference. Yeah, like these on their own, they're not amazing or anything, but like this is only 70 crops and 30 wood. Like even if you just made the basic, even if you just made it and then didn't get the skill, it would take like what 50 harvests or something like that to pay itself off. That's not that much. But then if you upgrade it, it's like a huge boost. Yeah. I'm thinking because when I get the other 2 scarecrows, but the side column would not be affected. You get what I mean? I mean, it just depends on how you place them, right? Like, if you look at my main farm, I have them like all right next to each other. So like all of these, so like, I mean, I guess what you could do is like you could be like planting like only basic crops near one, only medium crops near the other, and only advanced crops near the other one. But like I just plant the same crops on all my plots, so like they're all affected. It just there's just like not like I'm not doing like 9 basic, 9 medium, and 9 advanced. I'm just doing all of them. But like whenever I do all of them, they're all affected. Food revenue scale also add flour to get from NPC. Yeah, but it's such a small amount. I assume you're talking about this skill. Food delivery, but like if I look at my deliveries for today, I'm just gonna mine. Keep up the series for testnet account. Just purely free to play. I mean, the testnet account basically has to be free to play. If I look at my deliveries today, this one I would have made 0.04 flour extra on this one. This one I didn't do. This one I don't think it counts for fish. Fish doesn't count. And this one I didn't do either. I did this one. So I made 0.09 and 0.04. So I made 0.13 flour today. If I would have made 0.13 flour today if I had grabbed that skill. Like, it's not nothing, but it's not amazing. Thanks for your answer. Soon to reach 1 million subs. Yeah, okay. The game only has like, I don't know how many, 40, 50,000 daily active users. Not even that many, probably. It would be quite hard to hit 1 million subs off of a game that has 30,000 TAU. There's numbers here. If you look at active in the last 7 days, there's 4,000 here, 9,000, that's like 13,000. Wait, these aren't right. This can't be right. Just a sec, let me check. I taken a screenshot of this the other week, and I thought the numbers were much higher. Huh, maybe not. Now this can't be right. 195 active volcano in the last... This can't be right. There's no way that half the volcano players stopped playing. This can't be right. I have to ask Andre about this. Because I had taken a screenshot of this. When did I take a screenshot of this? I took a screenshot on June 5th. So like just under 2 weeks ago. And so you can see like only 6 of the volcano lands weren't active in the last 6 days, which is a number that I would think is much more accurate. The desert lands like 83%. So okay, so it's 1.9. Okay, ignore basic island. It's 50, 83, and 98 versus 34. Like these numbers dropped by half. So like 34% versus 50, not quite half, but 48 versus 83 and 98 versus 46. Like, yeah, I don't believe some of these numbers. I don't know. Feels like these numbers are wrong. Are you only playing Sunflower Land, or do you play another crypto game? It's the only like crypto game I play right now. I've played a bunch of them over the years, like Axie and Scholarships was the word for Axie. That's what it was. Scholars. No, I've played a ton of different crypto games over the years. It's the only one I play right now. All the other ones, I haven't been impressed by any of the other ones. I think it's because not taking last 7 days, but it's also count activity from the start of the week. You mean like just since yesterday because of the start of the week? Maybe. But I don't know, that wouldn't really make sense based on what it says. It says 7 days. If it says, I don't know. I mean, you could be right, but that wouldn't be what 7 days is if you are right. You know Upland? I do know Upland. I do a game called Atlas Earth. It's kind of like Upland, but you don't actually have to pay for the lands. You just like watch a bunch of ads, and then you can eventually buy it. It's like similar idea, but it's you could play free to play. I make like I don't know the exact number, but I make about because I live in Canada. In the States, you can make a lot more, but in Canada, I make like $5 a month off of it. Maybe the streaks of their active days. I don't know. I asked in Andre's channel. I think the numbers are just wrong, if I'm being honest. Because another thing, I heard him say that it's taking a long time for numbers to update because let's see, where's the fishing part? So I took a screenshot of this before the full moon, and these numbers were the exact same, but I know a bunch of radiant rays were caught. So these numbers haven't been updated since before the full moon. I think these are just taking a while to update. I'll tell you the name of the game, but I think there's a referral link, so I'll send you a referral link for Atlas for the game. The other thing though, it only works in certain countries, so I'm not sure what country you're in, and I'm not sure all the countries that it works in. But how do I get a referral link for this? Oh. Okay, it's just broken. Whatever, it's fine. The game's called Atlas Earth. The referral links are broken, so forget it. But you can still sign up. But yeah, it only works in certain countries. They're adding more countries all the time. United States, U.S. territories, Canada, Australia, the UK, Ireland, Mexico, New Zealand, South Africa, Germany, France, South Korea, Brazil, Japan, and Spain. One of the problems with that game, with Atlas Earth, and when I say game, I use that term very loosely. It's basically an ad watching machine, but you make a few bucks a month off of it. One of the problems with it is that, and I mean, it's not really a problem, but it's annoying, is that there are different rates for different countries, and it's based on just ad sponsors and people who pay the company pay different amounts based on who's watching it. So like if you're in the States, you're gonna make more than everywhere else. Atlas Earth rates. Here. Whoops. Oh, sorry about that. So here you can see in the States, the basic it's how many parcels you own. It's if you own 1 to 150, you make a 30 times boost. But like I'm in Canada, So I'm only for the tops for the first 60, and you only get a 20 times boost. So it's like way worse. But like I said, it's basically free money. Get money for watching ads. And see, like Brazil, it's like, I mean, this is pretty comparable to the Canada one actually. This one's actually worse, just surprising. This one's similar. This one's actually better than Canada. It's the first 70. But anyways, you get the idea. Sorry about that. I guess I could have muted that. Late now. Ah. We were talking about Obsidian earlier. And like you could see the price was like super high back here. And it hasn't quite leveled off, but like it's mostly leveled off. Here is about like 90, and then last week it was about, or like it was between like 90 and 100. Then last week it was between like 80 and 90. We'll see where it ends up this week, but I think when I do my key opening video, this time I think I'm just gonna make it a live stream and I'll just like announce it in advance or something. But see, I have a bunch of keys. I'm gonna like track what I get, and I think I'm just gonna do it in a live stream. It's too much. It doesn't feel like a video that like makes sense to like make it a video. Like I'll just do it in a live stream. But yeah, so far I have 18 basic keys, 29 rare keys, and 5 luxury keys. Hopefully I get something good out of those. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully I get something good, you know? Obviously hoping for the syringe, but let's see the odds. I'm glad Sunflower Land is available in Bangladesh. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure Sunflower Land doesn't have any restrictions really. Yeah, obviously hoping for the syringe, but any of these, like any of the giant ones, giant yam, giant zucchini, giant kale, any of those would be nice. I guess it's like 0.5%, 0.28. So there's about like a 1% chance in rare key to get something like one of those. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. So like I mostly have rare keys, and like there's a 0.57 on this one, 0.28 on this one, and 0.14 on both these. So it's just over a 1% chance to get like one of those in the rare chest. I'll probably be doing it sometime next month, just because like I'm gonna save up as many keys as possible. So like sometime near the end of the chapter. I never got anything out of keys. I actually got the Sheaf of Plenty a couple of chapters ago, which was obviously nice. Getting mega items from the chest is so tough. Yeah, it's a super low chance, but if you do get it, it's like winning the jackpot. Like there's other good stuff there too, right? Like getting gems is nice, oil drill is nice, the fishing lures are good for me, gems are good, like I said. The pickaxes are good, gold pickaxes are good. Don't really care about the bait. The food is not great. I mean, there's like the coins are fine, I guess. I don't need a ton of coins right now, but once they do the potion house change, I'll probably be using coins again. My coins have been going down a bit recently, but that's just because I've been expanding my island, and doing the expansions costs a ton of coins. If you go to land expansions, you go to desert island. Like here, it's like did these even require any coins? Not. Actually, does it? Oh, here we go. Yeah. Yeah. So it requires coins. Like once you get to desert, it starts requiring coins. Then like once you get to volcano, it's like, where am I? I'm like here. Like the next one's like 35,000 coins, 38,000, 42,000, 45,000, 50,000. Like that's where all my coins are going right now. But I still have a ton left. Yeah, it's a shit ton of coins. But if you buy like fruit and stuff from the vendor, that's like the equivalent of like 50 SFL or flour. Sorry, 50 flour. So it's not that much compared to the other costs of the resources. Expanding through desert and volcano is so expensive compared to its rewards. I mean, yes and no. The value of, now that they did the dynamic taxes on selling resources, you get a ton of value from just cheaper taxes. And then obsidian is super valuable right now to sell, but you can only sell one a week. What else is there? I don't know. There's just like the value of just getting more crop plots and stuff like that, right? Like you have 65 crop plots at the end of desert versus 45 at the end of Shadow Paradise. And then I'm sure they'll add another island. They're already talking about adding like Swamp Island or whatever. I don't know if you're gonna actually have to like fully expand through Volcano or not, but you probably will. We'll see. I calculated in the Star Desert and I need 4.2k flour to reach Volcano. Just to sell one obsidian per week. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's other benefits too, right? Like I said, you get additional crop plots and gold and everything, so it's not just to sell one obsidian. But also, like I said, reduce taxes when you're selling stuff. Maybe Swamp will be some side island, it's possible. Like, at some point, Or like, yeah, I don't know, because like at some point it's just gonna like take too long to like get there. I'm not going to withdraw a single flower until I go to Volcano. Yeah, that's fair. You basically like this game's a long grind if you're not like putting money into it. But like I don't know, I don't think that's a bad thing. Need this anymore. I need that. Okay, my wheat is almost ready. I will be planting. What am I going to plant after this? I have a few chores I have to do. I have to yam. Okay, it's just so it's just yam and wheat. Will I be up in 12 and a half hours from now? That's debatable. I might just do the yams. Getting actually the 2.5% tax break is cool, but this should make it more rewarding. Yeah, I mean, it's like I understand both sides of the argument, right? Like, do you want it to be so rewarding that like you feel punished just for not being on there, right? Like, you also get like boosts from like going to every island, right? Like for Volcano Island, it's like 0.1 minerals. Like so like little gnome guys, right? Volcano gnome 0.1 minerals. Desert gnome is 10% cooking speed. And then there's I think it's Blossom Beard for getting to the second island. 10% experience. So like that's also a thing. Did anyone manage to sell Volcano Island before? I mean, probably. I've never bought or sold land, so I don't really like keep up with that kind of stuff. I've just had my own island since the start. I bought my first SFT, Nancy. It really helps a lot. Nice. Yeah, Nancy I think is the best starter SFT people could buy. Just because it's like so cheap. I made a video about like the best SFTs to buy. And like I said in the video, the reason why it's so cheap is because it has like a 17,000 supply. Whereas like if you look at I don't know, a newer boost like Mutant. This was from last chapter or like 2 chapters ago. It has an 89 supply. But it's like so much more expensive. But it's just because it has an 89 supply. Okay, I'm going to plant the yams now. Doing this for my chore. Um, do I know Rocky Rock? He just started a YouTube channel? Yeah, I know him. Are you only planting one crop every week, or plant other advanced? So I mean, I often plant wheat, but I also just have to do like chores, right? Okay, so I have to do yams for this chore, do wheat for this chore. Like in spring, I usually plant corn because corn's usually super valuable. Oh, my stone's ready. I didn't get any gold, right? No. Corn NFTs are pretty good for ROI, and they're pretty affordable. Yeah. The problem with corn, the problem and good thing with corn is that you can only plant it one season of one out of every 4 seasons. You can only plant it in spring. That means like for 3 weeks of the cycle, they don't do anything. So good and bad, I guess. But that's also the reason why corn is so expensive, is because you can only plant it in one season. I'm not even playing crops, and I plant corn in spring and sell it 2 weeks after. Now with the eggplant, sadly. Like, what another reason why corn is so expensive is just because it's used for animals, for feeding your animals. Eggplant doesn't have that going for it. Also, I could be wrong about this because I'm just going off the top of my head, but corn has a lot more boost for it than eggplant do. Or no, sorry, eggplant has a lot more boost for it than corn does. So a lot of players are easily able to get like, okay, so eggplant, 0.1, 0.2, 25% reduced time, +1 versus corn. Corn has corn onesie, so that's the same as eggplant onesie. Poppy, which is 0.1 as well. Kernalda, which is the same thing as which is the same as the eggplant one. Queen Cornelia, this is an AoE. Okay, so I guess they're kind of similar, but I think the eggplant one is a bit better. But also the fact that the eggplant ones are a bit better, plus the fact that corn is used for animals, really helps it. Should I stay in Spring Island or should I rush to Desert? There's no right or wrong answer. There's advantages to both, but I would go to Desert Island as soon as possible, just so like you get the reduced taxes on selling resources and whatnot. Okay, what chores do I have left to do? Yeah, just cook the apple pie and bananas. The craft sand drills. I'm gonna be doing these flowers soon. Doing this rice. I got one because I misclicked something, but whatever. Get that done. Will resources reset if you change island? Work like upgrades? No. So like what happens is like all of these will go, like all these crop plots will go back into your inventory, and then you have to like replace them on your island, but then you can mine them again. So I mean, sort of works the same, but you might not have room for everything as well. So like if you have a bunch of stuff and then you go to like a smaller, because like the island gets smaller when you expand. So like you have like a 3x3 here, And then when you start over, it goes back to like a 2x2. So it goes back to like here or whatever. Which ore is most possible flower wise? I don't have any NFTs except those statues from Blacksmith. Um, so iron is good if you have skills, and gold is also good if you have skills. Stone is not very good, even with skills. It's fine. I made a video a while ago, like the combo maker spreadsheet, and there's a lot of information there about and like a way to see if I there's a video there I made about the different like ways to earn, and it like highlights the combo maker spreadsheet that I was talking about, and you can like use that tool to like calculate different profits and stuff. I think with skills, iron, gold, crimstone. That could be right. And if you go when you go watch that video, just know it's like a template and that information changes over time. So like do your own calculations. And another thing that I don't know if I mentioned in that video, just a sec, let me pull something up. What you're gonna want to do when you're doing the mining calculations, you're just going for profitability. You want to make sure you check all of these boxes. Make sure you have all these checked. See, by default, you're actually okay, they have this here at 1100. By default, you actually make money with wood, even without any skills. Oh, wow. Is this right? This can't be right. There's no way this number didn't change at all. Do I watch football? No, I don't watch soccer or football, whichever one you're talking about. American football or other football. The only sport I watch is mixed martial arts. Is there any chance we can have a comp? Yeah, of course. Here you have to like go file, make a copy yourself, but here's the spreadsheet. This isn't my spreadsheet, I didn't make this, someone else did. I'm gonna plant my, or I'm gonna start making that. I'm gonna plant some corn here. No worries, man. And I think that's gonna be it for me today. I'll read what Kent wrote there. After I'm done planting these. Can you give an idea how flower withdrawal works right now? It has no tax, but it has limited like 30 to 50%. So in a few days, it's complicated. Okay, let me just say it's complicated. Just know that in a few days you'll be able to withdraw 100% of your flour. That's all that really matters. On like June 21st, you'll be able to withdraw 100% of your flour. Anyways, that's it from me, guys.